the Dorsey Touch. My name is Ed Dorsey, Mr. Ed, and I'll be your host for the next 10 minutes or so. Today we're going to focus on autism, something I don't know a whole lot about. I have studied it. I don't have all the answers, but it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. We're going to have call-ins tonight, and with those call-ins, hopefully we'll have some questions and answers. Please remember we're dealing with the time restraint. Your calls will be taken as they're received. And again, if you don't get through on the show, be sure to, when you watch this, simply send us a message on Facebook, MySpace, any of the social networks are due. But for moving on, long ago, the answer to the question would have been about autism. What is autism? We have no idea. It's really that's the scary part of this particular disease condition. Research is now delivering the answers. First and foremost, we know that there is no cause of autism. Okay, well, that just is, there's no one type of autism. That's actually what it means. So read into that what you want. Over the last 5 years, scientists have identified a number of rare gene changes or mutations associated with autism. A small number of these are sufficient to cause autism by themselves. Most causes of autism, however, appear to be caused by a combination of autism risk, genes, and environmentally. This is really where I think it comes from my study and research, and again, I'm no expert, but again, environmental factors influencing early brain development. Now, when we talk about early brain development, you don't have to explain that, do you? So, but the thing that really correlates with music for me, Mr. Ed, is that statistics show that each individual with autism is unique. Many of those on the autism spectrum have exceptional abilities in visual, musical, you get where I'm coming from. Like some of our biggest, our biggest geniuses had autism. And we're also going to do a follow-up show on that as well. We have a YouTube on that goes through the history of autism. I'm here to make you aware of the Autism Foundation. Autism Speaks, autismspeaks.org. autismspeaks.org. Go there, sign up. You have questions, they will be answered. Also, you can tell them that Mr. Ed from the Dorsey Touch sent you. And we'll go ahead and open up the phone lines right now. And again, phone lines are open. Busy night. Must be a football game on. So anyhow, to talk a little bit more about autism, we have all kind of different information, places that you can go. We're going to go ahead. There's a call in now. One moment. You've reached Dorsey Touch Show. May I help you?
Yes, this is Lori Woods. I have a question.
Go ahead.
My mother was diagnosed a little over a year ago with Asperger's syndrome, which is one of the broad spectrum autism. It's on the broad spectrum of the autism scale. What can you tell me about Asperger's syndrome and how I can help her to cope in a world that is not particularly friendly?
Well, that's a very good question, Lori. Also, it's kind of ironic you're our first phone call in because Lori works for me, and she's Time Dancer. Y'all know her, so show her some love. I've been doing research on that, Lori, and
Yes.
I will be getting back with you. Of course, we speak on a regular basis, so I do appreciate you being the first. You know our time restraint. You're the best, and give Peyton a kiss for me.
I certainly will.
All right. Thank you for calling in, Lori. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Well, that was Lori. We have another. The phone lines are still open. We are having some phone issues down here in Florida for right now. Other facts about autism that you might not know is that autism statistics from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) identify around 1 in 110 children as on the autism spectrum, which is very broad. That's why this is a issue that we need to pay attention to. It could be your child. Also, my research shows that careful research shows that this increase only partly is explained by improved diagnosis and awareness. That's what we're doing today. The Thedorseytouch. We're making people aware. That's what we do. We promote different organizations, bands, Thedorseytouch.
Yes, Mr. Ed.
Yeah, it's Mr. Ed, and who's this?
It's Bruce Stone.
Not the Bruce Stone.
Yes, the Bruce Stone.
Wow. Like I said, I was talking to my producer about not having enough time for folks to call in, but for you to get through, that's awesome. What's on your mind, bro?
Oh, I was checking you out on Facebook, and I was seeing what you're doing, Autism Speaks, and it's something very close to me. My fiance has a daughter that's 23 years old that was born with autism, a very severe case of autism, and, unable to speak and things like that, but, tries to get her point across, and I just wanted her to say a couple things to y'all about, awareness of autism.
Yes, sir, that'd be great, too. We're open for anything.
Well, good. I'm going to put her on the phone, and I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about what she knows.
God bless you, Bruce. I'll talk to you soon, my bro. Put her on.
Yes, sir, I will. Hello?
Hi, I'm Mr. Ed. Who's this?
Hello, this is Gina.
Hey, Gina, how are you?
I'm doing marvelous, actually.
You sound great.
I was talking to you about this because it's a very serious thing to my heart.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
It's the thing about it is it's very hard to get people to understand they have to get their children tested. And it's a signs that you need to look for, like not really wanting to be cuddled and stuff like that, and they really just get off in their own world and they don't really pay attention to the major things. They just in their own world, and it's hard to explain really, but people don't even understand how frequent it is, how many cases there are. It took them until Brianna was over 10 years old before they actually diagnosed her. A lot of that was because she was not speaking. She's also, severely mentally handicapped, but she doesn't speak. But she's still very smart, and you can tell that she's smart by just things that she does, and when you tell her things, stuff like that. So it's really hard to explain. I don't know how to explain it, except people really need to get their children tested.
Okay, so
They have any suspicion whatsoever.
your focus is on testing, right? That's something that we will take a route to for sure. Now, your daughter's name is Gina, or
No, I'm Gina.
Oh, you're the good look. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen your picture before. Well, listen, Gina, I can't tell you how grateful I am for you weighing in on this very important condition that, again, I said earlier was a household word, but unless you're affected by it, you don't realize it. So thank you.
This is true. This is also true.
Yes, so thank you for your input. We're very grateful, and we'll be back in touch. You enjoy the rest of your night, and thanks for calling in. Well, looks like our time is up, folks. I want to thank Bruce Stone and his lovely wife, Jenna. Also, I want to thank our time dancer, Lori. Of course, Lori is, she works for me. She just got in first. What can I say? But also, remember to go to autismspeaks.org. That's autismspeaks.org. You can find several toll-free numbers there that will help you, that can help you diagnose. There are grants out there. There's a lot of things going on in the autism community, if you will, right now. We have walks, charity raisers, you name it. But again, thank you for joining in to the Dorsey Touch and listening to me, your host, Mr. Ed. Just remember, love is the answer. Peace out. Till next time.